Okay, so now let's look at the grid view fix. So I'm in a Google Meet. I don't have anyone else here, but I'm going to go ahead and now we see that it's up here in our extensions bar. And if you don't see it, once again, you're going to click on the puzzle piece and put a tack in it so that you do see it. If you have an exclamation point here, it means that maybe one of your extensions needs permissions. So if you do see an exclamation point up here, click on it and then see what it says. You might not have granted permission for it to operate. So I'm going to go ahead and click on, it's the green grid view fix. This app enables you to see all of your participants on the screen at one time, up to a couple hundred. Remember, as you have more and more, the grids are going to get smaller and smaller. So you'll have little squares for every participant, but as you get more and more, they're going to be very, very small. I have some images of our last staff meeting. I think we had like 172 at one time. So I'll show you that. I'll show you an image of that. So go ahead and click on it to see what permissions you can give it or how you want it to operate. So this is where you would turn it on and off. So now it's off. You saw that little green line is now gone. The turquoise line is gone from around. Now it's back on. Only show participants with video. You probably don't want that because that means you're not going to see the students with their cameras off. You probably want to see everyone. Highlight the speaker. I like that. That's what it's doing now. Every time I talk or whoever's talking, it's drawing the box around them. So you'll see that in the grid. That's helpful. Include yourself in the grid. So you want to make sure if you want to see what they're seeing in the grid, you can click that little bar, that little tab. Enable grid view by default. So automatically going straight into grid view. Enable screen capture mode, which also removes the names underneath the students. So that's something for you to check out. In the advanced setting, there's some nice features about resizing the grid when you have the toolbar. So if you don't want the toolbar to block, it'll resize it automatically. So if you click on that, you can change the behaviors there. Oops, I closed it. Let me go back up to I turned it off, turned it on, and we're going to go to resize grid chat is showing, obscure grid when chat is showing. This is the one I really like, the mirrored. It allows you to flip the video to match what others see. Because, you know, sometimes you'll see it backwards. You'll see text fonts written and they look backwards. So you can have the control to flip it so that it looks right. And also about alphabetizing. So normally it goes first name, second name, last name. But what you can do is move the second name to first, which doesn't always work for our students, or move the very last word, the very last name first, and then the first and second name. So that's something also kind of a neat trick you can do, and then also the video quality adjusting. So this is Grid View Fix.